in that program, we are actually making up to 60% of our savings in terms of the cost of establishment of a plantation per hectare, which is normally about 2.5 million to 2.6 million, 250,000 shillings per hectare, and that comes to about slightly over half by engaging the communities, and therefore it is beneficial economically. From a legal point of view, it is founded in law in the Forest Management and Conservation Act 2016. It actually recognizes the use of cultivation in our plantation areas as a way of bringing in communities. From a social perspective, we are engaging communities, our CFS, and they are the ones who engage in these activities, and therefore we have an engagement with them in a participatory manner, which again is a provision of the law and even our own Kenya Constitution 2010. From a scientific perspective, this is a form of intercropping, or what we call intercropping in agriculture. It is a form of agroforestry, whereby we have an interaction, at least at the rooting system, between the trees that we plant and the food crops that we plant, mainly the leguminous species that allow for nitrogen fixation and therefore encourage and fertilize the growth of our forests. Of course, the other dimension that is a challenge is the issue of management. When it is abused, then there's a problem. And our main challenge is to ensure that we put in place our structures to ensure that pellies is only practiced where it is supposed to be. It is illegal to practice pellies outside our plantation areas, and that is a matter that we've been following up. And of course, finally, it is important, and the advice we give to the public is that it is important for the members of the public to understand some of these topical issues, so that we do not discuss issues out of ignorance, but out of knowledge. And we request the members of the public to get any clarification from our forest stations, from our officers in the field, from our ecosystem conservators who are in the county levels, and even from our advisory teams who are based in every county in this country. So, but also calling upon Kenyans to engage and participate in our current strategy to increase our tree cover to 30% by the year 2030. And this actually calls for each and every individual to engage in raising seedlings, in planting. We are going to engage all members of the society, all ministries, various other institutions, NGOs, partners, development partners, but also more the communities who will be involved in raising of the seedlings and growing of the seedlings of the trees as well. Thank you.
I have a question. Last week, maybe the other week, the KES said that there's going to be a crackdown in the Mao, in hotspots where encroachers have started invading the forest again. How is that going? Have you arrested any people?
Yeah, we are arising from the directive by the Cabinet Secretary for Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, that we crack down on illegalities that are taking place in some of our forests. Indeed, that operation kicked off last Friday, and it has been going on. This is the second week, and we have made very good progress in terms of stopping the illegalities. We have made arrests. We have also impounded materials, but more so we are towards bringing normalcy those stations. Major activities that we found there were illegal logging for cedar posts, charcoal burning, and also logs from plantations. And we have arrested, we've made the arrests of more than 30 people have been arrested as of now, and they have been taken, processed through the courts of law.
One question here. took 3 years to plant 1.8 billion trees, so that we got to the current 8.83 forest cover. We are planning to plant 15 billion trees in 10 years. I'd like to know the strategies that have been put in place, and also 1.8 billion trees costed us like 48 billion shillings, which is very costly. Do you think the government will be able to finance 10 billion trees in those 10 years? Just talk to us about that.
Yeah, it is possible for us to attain the 15 billion. It is possible because we have developed a strategy which is still, it has been approved, but it's still being refined. And the strategy basically involves every Kenyan. Involves every Kenyan. We have 11 intervention areas, right from our, public forests, open areas, the rangelands, the drylands, the riparian areas, green spaces, agroforestry space in farmlands, so we have put in place 11 strategies in place. Now, is it possible for us to attain? Yes, it is, because we have planned to do 1 billion seedlings every year for the next 5 years, and the rest we plan to attain. About budget, about the cost, it is going to cost well over 600 billion, and we are looking upon, we are raising these resources from internally and also using external partners. Thank you.
Maybe my question was not captured about the Aberdeen Mau Road. Maybe you can give us the status.
Yeah, but I say that particular road, we are in the process of looking at various options, because a road passing through a conservation area, ecosystem, has impacts, has negative impacts, but normally negative impacts are dealt with by what we call mitigative measures, and also using what we call alternative approaches to the proposal. It is a proposal. It is under scrutiny. We are looking at it. We have carried out environmental impact assessment, social impact assessment, and that matter has not been concluded yet, and it will be premature for me to say what has happened.